4 Palestinians have been killed in an Israeli drone strike near Tulkarem in the occupied West Bank. As emergency crews took the bodies to hospital, Israeli forces raided the nearby Nur Shams Refugee Camp. Israel has been sending more troops to the area. I speak to Laura Khan. She's in Al-Bireh in the occupied West Bank. So it sounds, Laura, like it's been a violent night of raids in the occupied West Bank. 4 killed in Tulkarem and 1 man shot in Al-Bireh, where you are now. What more can you tell us?
Yes, indeed. We're seeing nightly raids every single day into the early hours of the morning. But on Wednesday night into Thursday morning, it was particularly violent. And I'm just going to explain where I am now. I'm in Al-Bireh city. Just up the road is Al-Bireh camp. And on the other side, we have Kufr Aqab. Both those places had Israeli raids during the night. The reason I'm here is one young man was shot along here as the Israeli troops were withdrawing from these areas. He then made his way up this street, and I can see just on the other end, I'm not going to show you too closely, but this is where he lay down bleeding for a long time. He's now in hospital in a critical condition. Now, Tulkarem had a particularly violent night. The Israeli army raided at dawn, and they actually started to tear up the infrastructure, the roads. Eyewitnesses there say it is the most brutally violent night they've had ever in terms of the destruction they've seen around them. Then there was an Israeli drone strike. 4 men have been killed. But there were sweeping raids across the occupied West Bank. In Nablus, there's an eyewitness account in the south to say 1 man had his phone confiscated by an Israeli soldier. They then saw that he was supporting fighters. He was brutally beaten for an hour, mostly in his face. The ambulance was prevented from reaching him. And also in the south of Hebron, in a place called Gush Etzion. This is an illegal Israeli settlement there. 1 man was said to have wanted to carry out a stabbing attack. Soldiers said they shot him in the leg. So we don't quite know his condition. We do know that an ambulance, once again, was prevented from treating him.
And Laura, I believe a man has been rearrested who had been released in an earlier prison exchange deal. Have there been many rearrests like this? Is it becoming a bit of an issue?
This is certainly a serious issue, and the numbers, the statistics just certainly don't add up. This man, Obey Abu Mariam, he was released as part of a captive prisoner exchange deal in November between Hamas and Israel. He was one of 240, but there have been 12 people rearrested. So that took place in the south of Hebron yesterday. But some of the statistics around the arrests, in 166 days of war, 7,700 people have been arrested across the occupied West Bank. And people are saying that the conditions inside the prisons are getting particularly worse. And on average, we have about 46 people being arrested on a daily, nightly basis.
Thank you for that. Laura Khan there for us in Al-Bireh in the occupied West Bank.